Usual suspect 6.com.
Y'all get an opportunity at the belt, but once again, we so blessed to fight him.
We're giving you an opportunity.
He got the belt.
Listen,
He got the belt.
He came to y'all.
He got the belt. He did not come to. That's what you say. He did not come.
No matter how they try to belittle you, attack your character, create lies and false narratives, understand two things. We dress clean and we fight clean. Salute to the clean fighters.
They claim that this community is so drug-free, but it don't look that way to me.
And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
As usual suspect here.
Did you miss us? Did you miss us?
What's good? What's good?
What's up, man? Hey, man, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? I know it's feel like it's been a month of Sundays since y'all seen us over here. Tales from the B-side. This is episode number 18. When I was setting up this show, Thomas, it seemed like it took, I was like, damn, I thought we was on 15. No, I'm knocking on 18 right now. You know what I'm saying? So what's up with you, man? How you been, man? I know it's been a little minute, but it's not. I see you almost, I talk to you almost every day. You know what I'm saying? So what's up with you, though?
Yeah.
How you been?
I mean,
how you been?
it technically has been a month since we've done the episode. I think it's been 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But you know, we're back, and we got a great guest on today, and things are going well, man. I can't complain. You know, boxing is in a good place right now. Got some good fights coming, especially in my area, in the New York area. Got a press conference tomorrow for a fight coming up in January. I got word that Shakur and T.O. is pretty much done, and that's going to be here in New York in January too. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to be at the fights, I guess. You know what I mean?
Man, so you saying we do got stuff going on in America as far as boxing? Is that what you're saying?
For some fighters, you know, not for fighters that need to get fights. You know, we talk about, you know, I've got a good friend of mine here in the Bronx who's an undefeated at the 130 pounder and to get fights. And now we have a guest that's a top heavyweight in America, in the United States, ranked in the top 5 as U.S. fighters, and can't get a fight. So, you know, I guess that's what you mean by when you ask me, you know, as far as fights.
Yeah,
you know,
because I'm saying straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if it's a small weight guy. I mean, a small weight thing, or is a big weight thing, or is a promotional thing, or is a management thing, or is it a youth thing? You get what I'm saying? I have no clue. You know what I'm saying? But the way we gonna do it, you know what I'm saying, is
It's a usual suspect.
Oh, left hand. He has rocked Akpejiori already. This is over. He is out. Damn.
Stephan Big Shot Shaw. What's up with you, baby?
Hey, what's up with y'all, man? What's going on with y'all brothers, man?
Man, I see we got them damn audio technicalities there situated on your end. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Yeah,
we good, man. We good. We straight.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, it's a pleasure to have you here. And I seen your story, but at the same time, I think I reached out to you before, and I reached out to a few other fighters. But at the same time, I always feel things in my gut when it comes to the universe. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of guys that are getting it out the mud, waiting on fights.
Yeah.
But these guys ain't under contract like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So what's up with it, man? Like let's go ahead and get straight to the meat and potatoes, because I know Thomas, he got some questions that he want to ask you. But what's up with that, man? How long has this been going on?
Man, it's been going on for a while, man. You know, pretty much my entire career. I've been pro for about 12 years now, and I only got 23 fights. You know what I mean? 24 fights. So if you really round that off, that's like averaging 2 fights a year. You know, my career it's been up and down for us trying to find consistent, activity in the ring. The most fights I ever had in a year was like 3 fights a year. But currently the situation that I'm in right now, I signed a deal with Pro Box, and within 3 months or 2 months from signing, I had a fight. I had an opponent. I had a fight, and I had a 30-second knockout. Devastating. I feel like, if you've been keeping up with all of the Pro Box TV cards, I feel like my knockout was like the most impressive knockout ever showcased on Pro Box. We've had it's been some great, 50-50 fights. It's been some great, coming out parties. We just seen one this past weekend, but it still haven't been a knockout that is more devastating than mine. And there's no heavyweights. And, I feel like I'm the prime heavyweight for that platform, just America in general, but the platform that I'm signed to, I'm guaranteed 3 fights a year, and I've only had 1 fight, and I signed this deal because I thought that it would bring some type of security, at least a little financial security. I know it's not no big $1 million deal, no 7-figure deal, 6-figure deal, not even a 6-figure deal, but it's a deal that can just keep me, well, it might be a 6-figure deal like all together, but it's not like I'm getting 6 figures every fight. It's just pretty much just to keep me busy. What I'm getting in these fights that Pro Box are offering me, is just enough money probably to hold my family over for about 3 to 4 months. And if I'm fighting 3 times a year, I feel like that's great. Fight once every quarter. It's been a roller coaster for Stephan Big Shot Shaw.
Wow. And you would think, so your last fight was April, right, of this year. So here we are in November, and it's not like you fought an average guy. You fought a guy that had like 18 wins, 17 knockouts. You fought a guy that's portrayed on his resume as a killer, a guy with 17, and you dismantled him quick. So that, I mean, you earned, if it wasn't a multi-fight deal, let's say if it wasn't, you earned yourself another shot without a doubt, to be on the card. So what is the communication like with Pro Boxers? Like what's going on with them? What do they tell you?
Oh man, they're pretty much telling me that they've talked to, I guess, Matchroom. They've talked to Queens. They've talked to everybody. The guys over at Pro Box, Dane Rubin, they said that they've hit up everybody, and no one wants to fight me. And it kind of seems hard to believe, but I believe in myself to a high level of belief, to the utmost, and I believe in myself. And if guys don't want to fight me, but I don't think like I feel like it's money out there, and if the money's right, a guy's not gonna turn me down. I might not be, everybody's pick to like, want to pick on me and try to, use me as a stepping stone. I might not be that guy. I feel like it's a bunch of fights that will be big out there for me.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, man, you still on the right side of 35 right now. So I understand. The thing is, sometimes I be wondering if I could be a fly on the wall in some of these meetings. You know what I'm saying? Because I wonder what promotion is actually saying, or exactly. or what are they just accepting?
And
you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I want to know as well. I really don't really have too much transparency about what's going on with my career. After that knockout, I was the co-main event, and the guy who was the main event, we were pretty much in his hometown, in his home area. And I think me being a co-main event, that my next fight, given my performance, that I would be the main event. And what better place to do it than my hometown?
Mhm.
St. Louis, Missouri has a rich history of boxing.
Yeah.
It's like dating back to the Spinks brothers, to Sonny Liston, to Henry Hank Armstrong, to recently Devin Alexander, Corey Spinks. St. Louis has a rich history of boxing. And my St. Louis natives and my people here in St. Louis, they can't wait for big boxing to come back to St. Louis. And I feel like what better than to do it with a heavyweight. But it seems like right now in America that they're not really promoting any heavyweights. Like you said, like it's like a small weight thing. Ever since it came in, the heavyweights in America had to take a back burner. We had some type of resurgence with Deontay Wilder, but I really can't name any top level American like foe he had. I don't remember like a great American that he fought. It was like we're building one at a time. And when you got guys like Teofimo, who might have represented Honduras or whatever he represented in the Olympics, but he's American. He's a Brooklyn guy. And you got a guy like Shakur, who's a Jersey guy. That's a great New York, Jersey metropolitan area fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because they're not just building one at a time. If that's the case, if they were building one lightweight at a time, that fight wouldn't even be talking about.
No, not at all.
But you got fights like, I feel like what could be like me and Jared Anderson, me and Big Baby Miller. It's a bunch of fights. Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua. It's a bunch of guys out there. It's a bunch of guys out there that like that could be life changing fights for me and my situation.
Look, I'm on another panel also. You know what I'm saying? We talk boxing, and I think we were talking about you, and we was like, what should we want for Big Shot Shaw? And me, I was thinking, I was like, no, what? Let's keep it in America. So I called your name, and I paired it up with Deontay Wilder, and then I was like, yeah, let's make that happen. And then I seen you fight your last opponent, and when I seen that, I said, never mind. I said, I said you looked a little too hungry, and I wouldn't want to see that happen to D. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm most certainly very hungry, and I'm ready to do everybody that I fight, anybody that I face, just like I did my last opponent. I'm ready to go on a great run right now, and continue to knock out guys and make statements because I have that ability. I truly have detonators, and I'm not just some guy that just standing rocking sock and robots. I really have skills, and I thought that Deontay Wilder fight was going to be made, and it was a fight that could have been made because I do have a relationship with those guys, and he's fought Malik Scott that he had a relationship before they fought, and fought. Robert Helenius, he was in camp with us. I was sparring Deontay Wilder for the past 7 years, all the way up to from his fight with Gerald Washington until his last fight with Zanes Lee.
Okay.
I've been in Deontay Wilder's camp for years, and I've seen him spar. I've seen him take fights with sparring partners, and I felt like the opportunity was presenting itself when it was a rumor that we were about to fight, and but he fighting Tyrell Herndon.
Okay.
I mean, do you think it's like as far as the heavyweight's concerned, like you were saying, like the big promoters are just not in America. The big promotions in America, now UK is something different. They actually put their fighters to fight in the UK, but here in America, the big promoters are not. They don't really have heavyweights. I mean, Top Rank has heavyweights, but they're mostly guys from not this country. I mean, I think they still have FA signed. They might have Guido signed. Those guys are not American fighters, They got Ali Feliz, the prospect. You know, he's Dominican. You know, he's from the United States, but he's Dominican. And then Jared Anderson. Those are off the top of my head.
And I was signed with Top Rank. Top Rank, but I felt like Top Rank couldn't wait to let me go because it felt like it was too much of a conflict of interest being with Jared Anderson because they truly didn't want us to fight each other.
Wow.
When I signed with Top Rank, it was in my contract that I had to fight. It was already in my contract to fight Jared Anderson for $100,000 in a 10-round bout.
Wow. And what happened?
The fight never meant we never fought.
Yeah.
And they skated away from it. Yeah, they skated away from it.
Villanello, I had a fight to fight Will Villanello for 10 rounds, $50,000. And this one was alarming to me because at the time I was like 15-0. I was like 15-0 when I signed with Top Rank, and I felt like they were capping me off like a fight at that time. Like if me and Jared Anderson, I felt like that was more than $100,000 fight. Me and Guido Villanello, 10 round, that was more than a $50,000 fight. But I signed because my manager he said this is the best deal he had for me. You know what I mean? And both of those fights never materialized.
You know, and that's crazy because Guido's lost a few times, and he keeps getting fights. He keeps getting fights with Top Rank,
and he keeps getting fights. Exactly. And what's so crazy? When me and Guido was about to fight, that's when I got the Effie fight. I got the Effie fight when I was in camp training for Guido. I was in camp training for Guido Villanello, which is a totally different style of fighter.
So you wouldn't be training for FA?
I wasn't training for Effie. I got that call 2 weeks before I fought him.
Wow.
Oscar Rivas was supposed to be his opponent, but he pulled out with a detached retina.
Wow.
You know,
that's the second time they did that to you because I was going to bring this up, but like the fight after FA, you took a short notice fight too. A lot of people don't know that was short notice.
Yes, it was.
Tell us about that because from what I've read, it looks like your management didn't even help you, you know, with the camp or anything. Like you had to do everything yourself.
That's facts, man. After I fought Raphael Akpejiori, you know, I made like one and a quarter, like 125, something like. After I paid everything, I came home with about 90. That's not a lot of money, man. You got guys on pay right now that's 12-0 that's making $750,000. You know what I mean? Like Abdullah Mason making more than 90K right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. So in that fight with Raphael Akpejiori, with Raphael Akpejiori, he said, you know, after that fight, they like, you know, we can't keep paying for camps. He can't pay for camps. He stopped paying for my strength and conditioning coach. I was training with a guy named Derek Fairchild. And I haven't trained with him since the Raphael Akpejiori fight. You know, he said he don't pay for camp, so you know, they, you know, so it was a lot going on, man. And then you know, he said he wasn't going to send me to San Diego like I usually would. So I'm like, well, I was talking to one of my strength and conditioning guy. He was training Tyron Woodley as well. Tyron Woodley, he's from St. Louis, Missouri. Woodley reached out to me and said, hey, big shot, need anything, let me know. I'm like, bro, let me use the gym so I can do my camp here in St. Louis. Last minute, he wasn't able to use the gym. So I was back and forth from my little rec center gym that I started out at as an 8-year-old, them all the way 30 miles in between. It was just too much of an inconvenience to get ready for those type of fights. And the way they presented to me was, let's get rid of this bum and move on to something bigger. So I downplayed it, you know. And this is part of boxing.
Yeah,
these this is part of boxing. Everything isn't, the reason why these guys can be out here and become the best fighters in the world and can beat everybody is because of their preparation. The preparation is everything. I've never had no more than a 4 to 6 week camp. Most of these guys, like Crawford said, he was getting ready for this fight back in January, but he has the money to. He can travel. We can pay guys to come in. With my situation, I need help from my team. So yeah, it was a lot, man. They didn't pay for my camp.
Yeah, you're not getting the top sparring.
Yeah, I didn't get any top. I usually go to San Diego, California for my camps. And I get that quality sparring out there in San Diego. I can spar. I've sparred Richard Torres before when he gets ready for the Olympics. I've sparred a bunch of guys, being out there. But being in St. Louis, Missouri, we really couldn't get any guys. So we end up getting 2 guys from Texas. And one of the guys, I was busting him so bad in camp. He left during camp. He left in the middle of camp. Left literally in the middle of camp and wasn't available for me. So that inconvenienced me for the fight with Joseph Goodall.
Wow.
And then I took the fight that the Effie lost. Me taking my first loss, I took that in the ring with me. I took he was moving too much in the ring with me. Because when I fought Effie, they felt like I moved too much. But in reality, I should have used that same game plan in the fight with Goodall. I shouldn't have never let nobody take me away from my game plan.
Yeah.
But it's all emotion, and at times, I feel like I'm doing this by myself. I mean, I am doing this by myself.
Yeah.
At times I really feel like I'm cold lost out here by myself sometimes. And it's a rough feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to fight my family into financial freedom, and there's no really help trying to get me there.
Yeah. What? So I mean, I got to ask then. So what about the management team? Who's managing you right now?
I'm still managed by split team management and Dave McWaters, and as of right now, there's no fights on the horizon for me.
Wow.
I'm on the brink of trying to get a stay busy fight here in St. Louis with the local promoter here in St. Louis just to get a fight.
Yeah.
Just to stay busy.
So what does your management do? Because I've heard stories about managements, like good managers and bad managers. I'm good friends with 2 managers, actually, and they tell me like part of the management, like people don't know, this is why we do these shows, is to educate people what goes on in the boxing business. It's very dirty out there. Is that the manager's job is to take care of the fighter, to make sure they're good, to make sure they're financially set. If they have to give them stipends and stuff, like in your case, like your management should have gave you like a stipend for your camp, and they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
But for this past fight, he sent me to camp. But for this past fight in April, they sent me to camp.
Okay.
So I made sure, because I know I didn't go to San Diego for the Joseph Goodall fight. So my last time going to San Diego for a camp was when I fought Effie Ajagba. So when I got a chance to go back out there to San Diego, you got this 30-second knockout here because I'm not playing with nobody, and they playing with my career. If I was in the UK with only 1 or 2 losses, I'll still be in something big.
Yeah, still fighting.
And that's what I'm saying. Like these big promoters are not getting the fighters. The smaller promoters, I've seen heavyweights. I'm going to bring this guy up, but Damian Kanimba, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He got 3 fights this year, right? And he's fought in Jersey and in Brooklyn. I got to see him 3 times because I got fighters that I know that been on the undercards of he hasn't been main event, but he's been on the fight 3-0 against guys, stay busy fights. Now he's getting a big fight
with Cabiel.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been on Cornflakes promotion, on Danny Garcia's promotion, and I don't know what the other guy promotion was. It might have been Cornflake as well.
And he was promoted by Top Rank for a minute.
Yeah. So like I think there's like a split with Top Rank and either Cornflake and like the other was Danny Garcia was the last fight. So that's Danny Garcia's promotion. But they're getting guys more active than the big promoters.
Yeah, man, it's really sad, man. You know, and I don't know why Pro Box signed me. You know, to sit me on a shelf. You know, that's not good. You know, my bills is due,
Mm-hmm.
and I work over at Amazon, but they barely want to give me hours. So I'm putting my best foot forward to do something positive, take care of my family. But at this point, it's seeming like that's not enough because Amazon is a government incorporated company, and since the government shut down and the economy, people are not buying packages like that. So a delivery driver, he might not get routes when he show up to work.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's leaving me in a tough spot. And I got 3-fight guaranteed deal to where I really don't really have to work.
Yeah.
You know, they can be busy, you know, and I could be focusing, devoting my time every day, every hour on my craft.
Yeah, exactly.
Get better. And after that knockout, man, I feel like it was a devastating knockout.
It was.
There's no direct plan to get me a championship. There's no. I had to go. I do my own research, man. I take my own career in my own hands, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is my career, and they ain't gonna worry about me and my kids like I am.
Yeah.
So, man, I looked up after my fight. I'm like, man, the WBC Continental Americas title is vacant. I'm like, man, I hit up my manager. I'm like, let me try to get that. Let me try to capture that, because you obtain one of those titles like that, you make yourself that much and closer in line for like mandatories and
you automatically get ranked in the top 10.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So I understand that. So it's like after that kind of knockout, let's expand on this and let's try to really make another resurgence to get back up there the right way by getting me a title, little minor title, regional title, and some big lucrative fights. You know, but then I look up Guido Vianello, he just won that belt. I'm like, man, I was just trying to get like I feel like I'm at the point in my career where I need a continental belt or something like that to make these bigger guys, you know, want to fight me, because they're not just gonna fight me. They'll just let me just go away, get old, and let me fight, man.
Yeah,
look, dig this, man. Not to be beating up on management too much, but does the management, you know what I'm saying, that's representing you, do they have a heavy influence? Because I'm like, you already know, because if you're in a room and all three of us in the room and somebody's saying something, we can damn, you know what I'm saying, dictate how it goes based off of what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm saying something like Denzel said, I'm leaving with something. You get what I'm saying? I can't walk out this room without something. I didn't come in here. I got my man over here there trying to figure it out right there. And he shouldn't be trying to figure it out if we got 3 fights on the paperwork right now. So I can't leave out this bitch without something. Help me out.
And then it keeps me in a spot to where I'm facing eviction notices.
Yeah.
And then I gotta ask my manager for extra money. Here, I know I'm gonna be fighting soon. Oh, give me this and take it out of my purse. Then you have to double up on that twice, and then before you know it, you in a hole. And now don't nobody want to give you no more money because they just gave you some money, and now you still got bills due and you ain't fought.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something, because I wanted to have a career getting into boxing, but it's the poor man's sport. You got to dig it out the mud sometime, and I salute you and guys like Deontay Wilder, because you guys chose to put on gloves. Me, I put on them all black. You know what I'm saying? And allegedly, and you don't want to do that shit. You don't.
You don't want to do that
because you're too good to go that route. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't want, like I said, that's why I'm like, bro, the American heavyweight is sad. Y'all want the heavyweights to knock people out. I'm doing that. What else you want?
It's like with the Ifya Darkma fight, they was telling me, oh, that wasn't enough, man. He couldn't even touch me, man.
So what you want me to do? Carry him?
Yeah, that was. I was shocked at that decision.
You were supposed to carry him?
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right. Then I went into the Goddard fight, like, all right, fuck boxing, fuck moving. I ain't gonna show y'all no defense. This is what y'all want. Y'all want some rock'em sock'em robots? but I wasn't in enough shape. If I would have went to San Diego, I would have. I don't even want to say kill, but I'd have destroyed Joseph Goodall, and he know it. That's why he don't want to give me no rematch, because I promise you, I'll ice him. Him and a Jogba. If a Jogba give me a rematch, he know I'll crush him. I told him I'll knock him out. I'll knock you out, bro. Period. Because my life been played with too much to me be playing. Like, I ain't got time to be playing, man. I'm really humble. My parents really raised me to be humble and not dress in all black and get gully and grimy when my back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go get a job and do something nice when I ain't letting my ego or my status or whatever. But I really don't have to get a job because I'm contractually signed to fight 3 times a year. And my performance, if it ain't warrant, if my performance didn't warrant me to come to St. Louis and showcase my talent and show my drawing power and show my selling power, show how many asses I could put in my seats, where else I'm gonna put asses in the seats better than my own region?
Yeah.
If y'all ain't been putting me on TV every weekend to make people in Philly and make people in Washington State know who I am, but my people around here definitely know who I am. And then on these cards, it ain't like they be having 6, 7, 5,000 people there. They be lucky to get 2,000 people stragglers walk in. So I know I could do more. I could do around about 3,500 in St. Louis right now.
Yeah, you said by myself.
By myself.
It is true because I go back to the same guy. I've been to 3 fights. Now, mind you, I went to go see somebody else. I went to see a friend of mine. He fights a featherweight. He was on the card, and another guy that fights a welterweight. He just made his pro debut. And those cards, they had that same heavyweight, and they weren't. There was no more than 4,000 or 5,000 people in those stadiums. I mean, and they weren't all to see them. They were there to see different fighters. So they're not doing as well. But yet they're getting the opportunities. And a lot of these foreigners. I mean, I know for a fact Zil Zhang is over here living in New Jersey, working with Sean George. He's sparring with that guy Damien. Damien's in New Jersey too. So like they, and they work with each other, but it's the foreigners that are getting the opportunities and not the homegrown Americans. And it's crazy work, man.
Hey, Thomas, you know who you got to fight. He got to go find a Polish guy, because if you can put 3,500 in, the Polish people gonna bring another 3,500 because they gonna travel.
Yeah, and that guy, I think that guy is Polish. And one of the fights, he was the main event. The February card in Jersey, I went to go see Keith Cologne. That's my guy. He fights a featherweight, and he was the main event. And
Cologne fought on my card in April.
Yeah, he was, in the pro box. Yeah. So, and as he fought February, and that guy Kaniba fought another Polish guy. So I think it was 2 Polish guys fighting each other.
So New Jersey has a huge Polish community.
Yep.
Andrew Galata used to fight at the Prudential Center. Thomas Adamak used to fight at the Prudential all the time.
Yeah. So, but
look, bro, I'm a real boxing historian, bro. I ain't even from that area, and I know that.
Yeah.
So look, so that's how I know you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever team you put around you, bro, because I don't even have to ask the question. I know you watch fights. I know you watch them. You know what I'm saying? People around you. You know what I'm saying? Guys that's coming up from the cruiserweights, that potentially may be heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? Because how close are you to being a bridgerweight?
Like I walk around 248.
You know
what I'm saying? I walk around 250, 248.
But fight weight, you comfortable about what, 230?
About 238.
Okay.
235. No lower than 235. But I started like when I turned pro, I was like 270.
Yeah. I know. I can see. I saw the body. I was like, yeah. I said this guy was a big guy.
And then, and I was a national champion too, though. I was a multiple national champion. I was a USA national champion, national PAL champion.
That's what I was just telling them. Yeah, it was the Oxnard was the last one.
Yeah. Hey, put the work in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. Look, I started this show, bro, for real, because I don't know if you know them, Michael Fox and Alantez Fox. Michael Fox, the Fox family. Mike got jerked, you know what I'm saying, numerous fights. I'm real cool with the Fox family, man, you know what I'm saying? So that's what pretty much sprouted Tales on the B-side. You know what I'm saying? People damn getting jerked in the ring, people getting jerked outside the ring, promotional companies not doing their part, management not doing their part. And even if you said something in this whole spiel that required us to put you in your stomach and say, bro, this sounds like a you problem. You know what I'm saying? But I was waiting to find that in this whole spiel. But what more can you do but put the work in? You know what I'm saying? Because like me, I'm a single dad. So I get up and I still work out. I take my kids to school and I function, you know what I'm saying? And I move around. But at the same time, you being a fighter, you can't just go spend an hour in the damn gym. That's not maintaining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me, I can do that because I'm not looking to fight, but I know
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's super frustrating. And I haven't had any sparring since my last fight. That was 7 years ago. Like it's always like this though, man. You know, I never had for me to be 21-2 to not be moved by one single promotional company.
That's crazy.
Like to not be moved by one single matchmaker. No, it's like okay, like Edgar Berlanga. When he made his run, the Buff and all those guys, they were making sure he was getting the right fights to showcase him to look great.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with Big Baby Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys, the matchmakers, Brad Goodman and all of those guys, they were orchestrating those guys' career off of the opponents that they chose for him. I haven't had just one sole matchmaker carefully get me to 21-2. This has been matchmaker on this card. I've been fighting on the Zone, Matchroom. I done fought on PVC. I done fought on Top Rank. I done fought on the Bella. I done fought on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 2 losses. And I look at them as like circumstantial because give me an opportunity against those guys again, and I'll show you. It wouldn't just be no talk.
Let me ask you this. Somebody asked this one, I think when the show first started, and you ran down all those people. Would you consider TKO?
I was gonna ask that too. I had it on my list.
See, that's the thing. Like TKO has been in conversation.
Okay.
They brought TKO, but man, I've been listening to the guys that raised me in this sport, man. I've been raised on Holyfield, man. I've been raised man. Those guys are my idols, man. That's the era of boxing that I come from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this new Floyd era. I was fighting when Floyd was Money Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like he's one of my idols too. Like Floyd, like Pretty Boy, like all of that. Like Floyd, the real deal. He beat everybody. But what I'm saying is, I listen to them dudes, man, and it's not sounding like Dana White and them is really trying to really look out for people like me, man. I'm already going through it, man. I really need to get on the winning side of boxing, and that's the Riyadh seasons and the Turkey Al Sheikh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be some guinea pig for some new startup company and some sacrificial lamb that this guy, he had so much potential and he finally got his shot with TKO, but TKO was this terrible company that was fucking fighters. Like I've been getting fucked. I'm tired of that. I'm a man.
I got you.
No, I feel you. Yeah. The reason I was gonna ask about TKO is because I considered it for a friend of mine, but he's younger, so he's 26, and he's undefeated at 130, and he can't get a fight. He's actually going to get a fight in December, but it's like his second fight. He had to take a stay busy fight. He got to go to Mexico to get a fight, but he hadn't fought since like last June. It's like, come on, man, like you're undefeated. You're in the New York area. You're getting good sparring. You're working with guys like Shakur and Hitchens. And
you got youth on your side, youth on youth is on your side, all kinds of. And like I said, with you 2 years, you 2 years from 35, but at the same time, you're still on the right side of it.
Yeah, and it's a blessing. I never had. I've never, and even my losses, like even going down and losing to Godard, I got up and I was on my feet. My win that foul, and that was controversial because I wasn't gone, I wasn't out. They could have let that bell go for 5 more seconds and 60-second break. I probably could have got all my faculties back and just, got through the fight. But like I say, man, I'm not somebody that's damaged goods, man. You know, I got great punch resistance. The guy, my last fight, this guy, he came out there, boom, boom. He hit me, punch resistance. I didn't shell up. It wasn't nothing, man. It was time to go get him, and that's just where I'm at, man. You know, I got 2 kids. I got a wife. They all dependent on me. You know what I mean? My mom, my dad, you know, they riding with me still. You know, I got a real small family. I ain't got no big entourage. I ain't got no whole bunch of extra trainers. You know, it's just my dad. He helped me out when I'm here in St. Louis. He hold the pass for me, do much as he can. And Bashir, he the one that get me all the way right and ready to annihilate whoever across the globe. And I just be wanting to get with Bashir. You know what I mean? You know, people knew my situation, what it was when I first got signed. And it's just sad, man.
It is.
I just don't understand it, you know, because it's so many fights out there. There's so many fights out there to be made. You know, Queensberry Promotions got so many boxers, so many heavyweight fighters. And my manager, he has a great relationship. He's getting fighters signed with them. But, you know, there's no talks of me getting signed with them.
And I don't get that, but you don't blame your management team for that because I Split Team, they're a big name in the management companies. You know, they have big fighters.
I really do because I really understand. Like, don't spoon feed me and talk about that's why you can't do nothing for me. Like, why spoon feed fighter when we all trying to eat? Ain't we trying to, like, the more money I make and you being my manager? Ain't that a bigger cut for you?
Yeah.
You should be trying in the best opportunities. Like, you know what I mean? And I try to trust them. I try to trust them as much as I can see them. And I never get to see them.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Like you say, you've taken your career into your hands. Like I said, I don't know management. So I can kind of candidly say whatever the hell I want. Hey man, we might have to seek them, some better because representation, because you're too good of a fucking product, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because I look at the list. I got the list to my left of all the fighters that Split T manages, and one fighter just fought in a pro box now, and he was at a point. He's at like I would say like a borderline point because he Top Rank is probably not happy with him. And they got him a fight. He was the B side, and he went and knocked the guy out. And I'm talking about Tiger Johnson.
I just saw it, man. I'm signed with Pro Box. He's not even signed with Pro Box.
Yeah, he's still on the Top Rank.
But he just got a victory. All the smoke sharing it, and we all same umbrella. Smoke sharing it, doing all of that. I just knocked the dude out. They telling me His Excellency, they're looking at it over now in Dubai. Man, they
that's crazy.
Ain't nothing, man. I be feeling like I'm getting lied to. I be feeling like I'm getting played, and I can't do nothing but trust them because this is what they telling me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got a guy like Vianelli. I'll say it again. He's got 3 losses, and every time he stepped up, he's looked terrible.
Yeah,
like we don't get that's why I will crush them dudes. Like
I think so too.
Like
I thought Vianelli. I always seen him as competitive, but until that point and get stopped.
He didn't look good against Pierre until he had to turn the damn man on.
He did it.
Pierre was them giving, was outboxing him, outworking him, and then he had to realize somebody in the corner had to tell him to turn the man on. For him to say, nigga, you are bigger than this guy. Go walk him down.
I didn't even see that fight, man.
No, but all in all, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think this is just a case of what's being said in these rooms, man, because I got a young guy, well, not young guy, small weight guy, and for the longest used to tell me, man, I can't get a fight, man. Don't nobody want to fight me. Don't nobody want to fight me. I called him, a manager that I know 5 minutes later. He said, bro, you trying to fight on the damn, I think it was the Mike Tyson card. You know what I'm saying? And he would have been on that card. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, how you get the fight so fast? I said, your management is not saying the right shit in the room, bro. I said, because I shouldn't have been able to make a phone call and like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you think about the people that you know, bro, I think you got a Puerto Rican in Florida that you might be able to call that might be able to help you out. You know what I'm saying?
That's my boy, too.
So give him a call.
I got a bunch of all of them boys down there. They're my guys.
Yeah.
That's why I thought you was from Florida. Like I knew you wasn't from Florida, but I thought for some reason you was in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like, let me tell y'all, bro. I used to be signed with DeBella, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to be signed with Lou DeBella.
Lou DeBella here in Richmond with the baseball team here in Virginia, where I live.
Bro, it's about to all come to that. Listen. Wow. That's crazy. I was slated to fight Jermaine Franklin.
Okay.
He was 20-0. I was 14-0.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to fight on Ring City, USA, NBC. 4 days. We took our COVID test 2 weeks before the date of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
4 days before the fight, the day we arrived to the city that we was fighting in, as soon as I'm getting off the airport, my manager tell me Jermaine put out the fight with COVID. But we took the test 2 weeks before. Now you can, even now, you can get COVID test results in 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why do we have to find out 2 weeks later from taking it? You know what I mean? So they still had me come up there. They paid me 10% of my purse, $5,000.
That's trash.
So I did that. Jermaine Franklin fight, never talked about again, never renegotiated. Boom. Eddie Hearn even went out on a limb and said the winner of me and Jermaine would fight Dylan White.
Mm.
Jermaine ended up pulling out the fight with me. He got a direct fight with Dylan White.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Next fight.
That
was his next fight that everybody saw. So then this leaves me in a rough spot. DeBella, like, okay, they try to get me the USBA heavyweight title that Brandon Moore got right now. Brandon Moore got it. A Salida Promotions guy got it, right?
Mm-hmm.
My opponent for that title fight was going to be a Dimitri Salida fighter, Robert Sims. Robert Sims is trained by Jesse Addison, Jermaine Franklin's coach.
Mm.
Now, Jermaine Franklin didn't want to fight me, but you finna have his sparring partner fight me? All right. He pulls out the fight. Robert Sims doesn't want to fight me. He tell DeBella them pay me more money or it's no fight. And it was going to be at his baseball stadium in Richmond, Virginia.
wow.
The Diamond, yep.
It was going to be we were supposed to fight there for the USBA heavyweight title. I didn't get a chance to fight for the USBA heavyweight title. Somebody else go along and get it. The title been vacant for years. I was about to collect it, and that'll put me in line for the IBF.
Mm-hmm.
Significant shit. That's what it's about. If I was anybody else, that's what it'll be. And then, so that doesn't happen. That fight doesn't. So you got two fights that don't happen. They sent me down there on a pro box. They sent me to Tampa on a pro box card back in 2021. Small pro box card. And I knocked the guy out in one round. And I kind of complained in, and I said, you know, I'm really supposed to be on another level than this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was tired of my deal that I was in with DeBella. And my manager, he's like, I'm going to get you a new deal. We're going to get you up out of the contract. Then he comes to me and say, DeBella wants to hold on to you for another year because he's saying COVID. So he's using COVID as a year to keep you. I'm like, oh, man. I don't want to be with DeBella. So he like, boom. We got you this top rank deal. It wasn't a top rank deal. It was just an extension with DeBella for 2 years that was top rank
Rights to your fights.
Rights to the fights. Rights to air the fights.
Oh man.
And I was and with that wasn't making me a top ranked fighter. That was making me B-side fighter for the top ranked fighters.
That's crazy.
Because when I signed the contract, I was $50,000 to fight Guido and only $100 to fight Jared. When I was more in line to fight guys like Effie and Tyson Fury.
Wow.
So how the hell promotional companies sublease you out and you still don't get no fights? Come on now, man. God damn, man. Hey, man. Hey, you ain't that damn dangerous, man. I'll get in there and fight you, man. God damn, man. What are they talking about, man? Come on now, man.
I don't know what it is, man.
I take 90-10, man.
It has to go back to the representation.
Yeah.
They're the ones negotiating and talking to these guys.
You need to press button, man. You know what I'm saying, man? What we talking? Like, no matter of fact, I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you next time. Yeah, because you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. You know what I'm saying? So it's really ridiculous, man. I really don't understand it. You know, and it's real disheartening. But it only do number. It keeps me hungry. It just keeps me hungry. It only do number make me hungry.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's not discouraging.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you still need to get in the ring and you need the sparring. You don't want to get too rusty and because listen, this what is it, 7-8 months already?
Yeah, man.
Last fight.
Yeah, man. And
let me ask you. I see somebody in the chat. And
this brought it back up again.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
I know you shot it down, but I think it's a valid question. Can TKO be any worse?
It could be. It couldn't. It's just I really got to see it get off the ground first, and I just don't want to.
Yeah, I got you.
I got you.
You don't want to be the first to the party. You want like you want to show up and be like, man, hey, the hoes in there, and they like, yeah. Nah, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see that they in there. If they in there, then yeah, I'm in there. But if they ain't in there, nah, I'm good. You can get my money.
If it ain't popping and while it's up in the air and it got all of this negative connotation that's coming with it,
yeah.
Like I want to be a fighter like Evander Holyfield.
Mm-hmm.
Evander Holyfield won the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And amassed over $400 million. If he's saying this shit wrong,
but look, check this out.
Oscar saying it's wrong.
Look, check this out. Somebody just asked the question that I've been asking, and I asked my people. I got people in Vegas, and I asked them. I said, bro, because I know there's a lot of UFC fighters in Vegas. So I asked them straight up and down. I said, bro, professional fighters, how many of these guys got regular jobs? And they started naming jobs, naming what they do. Guys doing DoorDash, doing this, doing that, or whatever. I said, all right, not MMA, but UFC fighters. I said, how many of those guys do you hear have regular jobs? And they looked at me. It was like, none. I said, what you mean? He said, because they in a rotation of fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, that's why I get with, because like I said, I'm not a fan of Dana White at the same time, but guys that's, you got a huge gap in between when the next time you gonna eat based off of what your craft is. I'm like, hey man, anything be the blink. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna keep me active and then I can get myself to the point that I can walk into these rooms and talk. And when I start talking, now I can then actually start dictating what goes on. Like I can start writing my paycheck because I'm actually speaking for myself. And like I said, I hate to keep kicking management, but hey bro, I need to either come with you or we need to then work out other arrangements that I start speaking for myself, because you already made it clear you're a historian when it comes to boxing. You're knowledgeable. I don't know what your financial mindset is. I don't know what your business acumen is. But at the same time, if you know boxing and you know the rules, you're like, bro, I can't walk out this room without something, bro. We're under contract, so y'all need to then give me some early, some mid, some late, or we can run them bitches all early. Like how y'all want to do it. But I can't walk out this room without something, because I got, like you said, eviction notices. I got a wife. I got kids. And as a man, I'm here to protect and provide. So how do you want me to spend this? How am I supposed to go home and tell my family, oh, dad ain't got no fight this time?
And then,
you know what I'm saying?
And that shit is heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is. It's depressing. And, it's not. Yeah. I mean, you as a fighter, you obviously been around fighters, right? And you've been around, fighters, trainers, and people that work, to be a professional. Me as a fan, I've been around fighters, and they tell me stories, and us as podcasters, we hear the stories. and it's very sad, man. You guys put your lives on the line in that ring,
Yeah.
and it's not easy to become a professional fighter because the business side of it, you know, that's another whole side. Is besides you training, you know, heavyweights don't have to make weight, but you got to be in shape.
Win the fight. Besides, you already got to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's tough, man, and it's sad, and you know, at the end of the day, this is educational for everybody. But at the same time, what do you think? What can we do? People that are watching do to help you out? You know what I'm saying? To try to get you, you know, to get the word out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, just spread the word, man, and just you know, just bringing awareness to the situation is key.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they just trying to let me just be forgotten about. And let's be real, bro. Excuse me. Like you just said, man, you know, sometimes us as black people, we can have a stigma on us. And if you have the mentality to think like, man, I'm going to go dress up in all black to go get something. They don't truly know my character. They don't know if I'm going to be some thug and go out here and be a vigilante and ruin my opportunities to where they don't have to deal with me no more. Who knows? But I wasn't raised like that. I was really raised on humility and taught how to be humble. Time I really make a fuss out of anything is when I just feel like I ain't treated fair.
Yeah.
Man, I don't be looking for what's fair. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just walk in rooms and take stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't remember who said it. I think Mad Skills, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's from Richmond, and he had posted something earlier this year. He said, man, just walk in the room and throw a grenade, man.
Nah, for real. I like Mad.
Yeah. Just walk in the room and throw a grenade and see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
And I got them ready too. I'm ready.
Because what's been going on ain't working, so I might as well go in and I'm like, no, I'm throwing a grenade, man. If I got to show up to press conferences, if I got to pull a Shannon Briggs and let's go champ, you know what I'm saying, or whoever it is, that's what you know what I'm saying. If I got to pull up, I got to pull up.
Yeah.
Thing like I live in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Ain't no fights going on there like that.
Yeah.
So
we had a fighter on that told us the same thing. You know, the fighters in the South you don't know about because they're not getting them out there. I think it was Monty Powell that said it.
Yeah, it was Monty Powell said it.
Man, Monty Powell father and his mother, they follow me, man. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to all these fighters, man. I respect and got love for every fighter, man. You know, because it's so much that we have to, you know, do and, you know, stuff that we have to deal with and sacrifice, live out our dreams, man. It's really just it's really a blessing, you know, because us as fighters, we are the true examples on how to conduct yourself in this world. Because when things ain't going your way, you still got to be a fighter.
Still got to be.
Yeah.
And that's life. Like,
you got to wear it in the ring. Yeah, it's how you wear it.
Government shut down, still got to fight. You know what I mean? So we all fighting in this world right now, you know, but I don't want to be looked at as no bad guy. I don't want to be nothing. But like, I mean, if I'm looked at as a bad guy, then fuck it. It is what it is. But what I'm saying is, man, I don't want to do nothing but get my piece of the pie, man.
That's all.
Yeah.
Now, if I got to take it off somebody else, the other fighter plate, you know what I mean? That's the name of the game. So be it. But
it's called business. It's called business.
He's still going to eat at the end of the day, and I'm still at the end of the day. I don't want nobody hindered, and I don't want nobody trying to hinder me. You know, I just prosper, you know, and you know, that's it, man. I just want to prosper, man. Get it out. You know, man. We can't worry about me losing to a jog, but that's over with. I've shown bounce back from that. Everybody then lost. I took my losses. It was like a trickle down effect. It's like once I
bounce back.
Man, once I took my L, the next week, Earl Spence took one hell of a beat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then the next year, Jared Anderson get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody that lost, we can't say, oh, you lost. So no, Everybody that lost, everybody that was just undefeated, ain't no more.
That's how you bounce
the
back.
heavyweight division. The heavyweight division is the toughest division. Anything can happen in heavyweight boxing. I mean,
They can't be under that damn that Floyd stigma. I'm trying to be 50 and 0. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be go get to it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to get ugly. That's how you create storylines. That's how you create them, you know what I'm saying? Keep it going.
And that's how you create a legacy for yourself.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you get financially freedom. You know,
yes, sir.
It's fighting these dangerous and known guys. Man, it's a big bag come with that, man. Why you ain't like these dudes?
Yeah.
Like y'all just good with being rich off with just the 1 million. But you know, they probably not hungry no more. They got 1 million. You know what I'm saying? But they turning down fights that can make them 15, 20. I don't get it.
We're in the social media era, man. They want to know. They were like, yeah, man. I mean, who the fuck damn Shaw didn't fought, man? He ain't fought nobody. I need to fight him for because, bro. Look at his record. Look at yours. That's why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look where he is in the rankings. Yeah, that's why.
And then these guys be fighting like, okay, the guy that's like on the cusp of stuff, like just like me. Like, I'm not saying I need to be fighting the top 15, the top 10 guys in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's levels for a reason. But I'm at that top 30, top 35 in the world.
I'm top 20, man. Top 20.
Top 20 for real, because like for real. Like, and those are some big fights. They might not be the 15, 30 million dollar fights, but
right now, if I was a promoter manager, the way I would build you is that in America, in the United States, you're a top 5 fighter. And it's not debatable. If you look at the American heavyweights right now, he is top 5. It's not debatable. If you want to try to debate me, anybody, try it. Top 5. And that's how it builds you. We didn't have to go to the top 5, so you could go out and say, I'm the best American out here and get a fight. Why is management and the promoters not doing that? That's what I would do. I mean, that'd be my first line in the agenda. To
go sell them. We got a knockout, quote unquote, knockout artist. 3 first-round knockouts in these last 4 fights.
I got 10 first-round knockouts out of my 16 knockouts.
See, out of all together. You know what I'm saying? But if we want to go off of when you know what I'm saying, when you caught the bounce back, that's how you wear it. That's how you come back from that point. That's when you're supposed to. I don't know if you know Johnny Rice. We had Johnny Rice on.
Yeah,
I beat Johnny Rice.
Look, and we gave Johnny Rice a nickname at one point in time. We was calling him the prospect killer, and he said, "Bro, that prospect killer shit only lasts but for so long." He said, "Because if they don't want to see me, I'm not gonna get fights."
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, when I was 8-7-0 when I beat Johnny Rice. I was 7-0. Like he the prospect killer, and I beat him.
Yes, it was like,
they tried to get like Al Heyman. That's what I'm saying. Like when I was in they tried to get him. You know, that's a prospect killer. He ain't do that to me.
It's funny. I got a guy in the chat, a friend of mine. Shout out to my man Clarence. He interviewed someone from St. Louis, a female. Mona Ward is saying the same thing you've been saying.
Oh, Mona. That's her real name, dude. Mona.
Yeah,
Mona Ward. She know exactly who I am. That's
she was saying they were talking, and she was saying basically the same thing. Especially coming out of St. Louis, Missouri, down in the South, same thing. She's saying the same exact thing. Tough getting fights, tough getting notoriety. Forgive me for my punctuation.
Notoriety.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I feel like I got the alternate for the Olympics behind me. Like I got man, you can Google me and I got a Wikipedia page, man.
Yeah, you do. That's crazy. Like I said, man. When you search certain fighters, you know what I'm saying, it came up as American boxer. I had Jaleel Hackett on. If you search Jaleel Hackett, it says internet personality. And I'm like, why? You see what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't like I said, we're being misinformed about American fighters, and then like I said, heavyweight fighters, y'all been brushed to the wayside, man. You know what I'm saying? For real.
And they've been promoting smaller guys like Jaleel Hackett and a lot of smaller guys than heavyweights in this new era. They don't even get behind. Like they truly they try to build one at a time, and it's like, How can you have great fights among heavyweights if you're only building one at a time? The UK showed not just building one dude.
No, they line them up.
Match got a couple of them. Queensberry got a couple of them. You know what I mean?
Well, look. They think Richard Torres is that guy. That face, man. Why you think Top Rank been moving him the way he moving him? He started out with the Olympic damn circuit, and then they branched him off by himself.
But like Floyd always said, Top Rank they're gonna move Hispanic fighters.
Mm-hmm.
When the last time they had a Hispanic heavyweight? Andy Ruiz.
Was he Top Rank though?
No, he was
started with Top Rank.
He started with Top. Okay.
But then he ended up on PBC, yeah.
Yeah, then he ended up with PBC. I was in Andy Ruiz and I knocked out Richard Torres in the gym. Like when he was getting ready for the Olympics, I fought this guy. I was getting ready to fight this guy named Pinchuk. About to fight this Ukrainian named Pinchuk. And I ain't have no orthodox work. So all I had was southpaw. So I fought Richard Torres. I clipped him. You know what I'm saying? I clipped him.
I've seen him get clipped before too, and the amateur he got clipped by that Russian guy,
Jamalov,
in the Olympics.
I told his dad to get him up out of there. He was hurt. He was hurt pretty bad. And then when Andy Ruiz was getting ready for the second Anthony Joshua fight, man, they kicked me out of camp. They sent me home early.
You know, beating people up, man.
Yeah, man. You know,
see, that's your damn problem, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't management, ain't much. Think it's your damn ass, man. You know what I'm saying? You out here beating people up, and you can't. You got to look bad in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, you're not supposed to. You're like, what y'all want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like what do y'all expected?
But it's been give and take at times. You know, probably not domination, but like, you know, it's sparring. Hey. You might bust my nose this day. I might clip you this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I ain't never been clipped in sparring.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when those type of things happen in sparring, the teams that are there should be like, yo, this guy's a problem. All right, fine, kick you out, but like, you know what? We got to get this guy a fight. You know, this guy's legit. You know,
yeah, I feel like a lot of guys feel like I'm more of a threat, and then like, you know what I mean, like. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I've had like Deontay Wilder people, JD's, you know, he was looking out for me. He allowed me when I was getting ready for one of my fights here at home. He allowed me to come to Tuscaloosa, let me see one of his properties that he owned, you know, and you know, he was looking out for me. You know, he also talked about trying to get me fights, but it was like, I think it was just like, he was talking about something more smaller, like fighting locally. Like it wasn't like he was trying to get me big fights or anything like that. You know,
maybe that might be something as a start. Maybe, you know, to be looking, because with the
smaller guys, start. I'm sorry, Thomas, man.
No,
you got 20 plus. Yeah,
the smaller guys are doing. The smaller guys that can't get fights, they go to South America and they, you know, and they build up their record.
But 20 plus fights though, with 20 plus fights.
I understand that. I'm just saying, you know, we're trying to look at all the different options.
I understand. Man.
He should. I'm the one saying he shouldn't have to do that. I'm just throwing out the
and that's why we're trying to fight St. Louis, so I won't have to go to like TJ or Costa Rica, or you know, I won't have to do that. So I'm trying to get a fight here. I was really, after my last fight, like I said, I laid out a whole plan to try to get the fight done here and bring Pro Box here, and I feel like it would have been big. Like I had like the last card that my guy did here, the local promoter here, we had Jamison Williams. He from St. Louis, like wide receiver, NFL player for the Detroit Lions. Like if I would have been the headliner when I come to be the headliner. And we have it maybe at one of the arenas here, man, everybody gonna come, you know. Nelly's son, he was there. He like, bro, you gonna let us in when you fight? Y'all gonna get us in? I'm like, bro, y'all ain't gotta worry. Y'all gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You get a fight in St. Louis, right? It's a big home fight, and Pro Box comes. It's Pro Box job to sell it big, and then it doesn't even matter who you face, and say, yeah, this is the next big thing. This is the future heavyweight champion. Let's get this guy, up in the fight, a top 10 guy. That's what they're supposed to do, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm agreeing with you 1,000%. That's exactly what I thought, especially after that performance. It's like, okay, it's like we don't know. All right, this is his first fight. Let him get his feet wet. What he gonna do?
The name says it, man. The name is his own marketing ploy. Big shot.
Man, come on, man.
For real.
Come on, man. The proof is in the pudding, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. This is what I need. You know what I mean? I need to get my voice out there, get my story out there. Yeah. I don't need to go unheard. And, and a fighter is only as popular as much as he's in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If a fighter's not in the ring, the public won't know him. So it take brothers like y'all that true fans, and turn content creators to truly get behind us fighters that don't have the all the eyes on them, man. Like, from the B side, I appreciate y'all, bro.
Man, we appreciate you, man. We're in the month of November, and we got a big fight coming up. So every interview that I've been doing, whether it's a conversation, an interview, or whatever, I'm asking y'all 2 questions. November 22nd, you got David Benavidez and Anthony Yard, and then you got Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. Who you got? And if you want to give me why, go get there. Because I'm clipping all this up with all the fighters. There's gonna be one video the week of the fight.
I gotta go with David Benavidez, man. David Benavidez is a bad boy. I respect David Benavidez. When I was sparring Andy Ruiz, he came out there, and he when I met him, he ain't do nothing but show me all love and respect. So I'm a huge fan of David Benavidez.
That's what's up.
In this fight between Devin Haney and Brian Norman, Devin Haney, I feel like he has like more championship experience. He probably been around a little more, but it's something about Brian Norman that I feel like that he about to take Devin Haney out. You know what I mean?
So how you got Dave winning, and how do you have Brian Norman winning?
No, I don't have what I said. I feel like Devin Haney.
Oh, okay.
He has the experience, like he has the amateur pedigree. He's around the Roy Joneses, the Sugar Shane Mosleys, the Sean Porters, the Floyd Mayweathers. He's been bred, but then you got Brian Norman, whose father was a fighter. He's been bred. It's probably not extensive and known and more popular as Devin, but and then stylistically, I feel like Devin is a little bit more technical, sharper than Brian Norman, but I think Brian Norman has more dog and he's stronger. So will it be a chess match, or will Brian Norman take his heart? You know what I mean? And if he coming up with a game plan, I feel like Brian Norman could take Devin Haney heart. But if Devin Haney is trying to prove that Ryan Garcia fight was a fluke, he got every ability in himself to beat Brian Norman.
So you said all that to say nothing. Who winning, man? What the hell, man? Y'all better talk me around the circle, took me, held my hand and everything. Don't play with me, man.
I kind of just gave perspectives on each one.
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
he wants you to pick a
winner. I need you there.
He wants you to pick a winner.
Because unless you're going to pull back up the week of the fight and you're going to talk to me and tell me who you got, if you need to wait that long.
I'm going to go with Brian Norman.
Okay. By decision, knockout, like what we doing?
By stoppage.
Okay. And David Benavidez and Anthony Yard. How does that fight resolve?
I see David Benavidez can stop him, but I feel like David Benavidez is going to stop Yard.
Okay.
I think he really can. You know, but kind of going back to that Devin fight, man. Devin, like, see, that's the thing, man. See, people forget that Devin can fight.
Yeah.
Devin is very crafty. That's why I brought up him being in this sport for so long. You know what I'm saying? He's like me. He's been born and raised in this. You know, he's been touted. You know, but then Brian Norman, when you look at his background, you're like, damn, his daddy was a pro fighter. He might not have been world class level like he is, but it's like, he got pedigree behind him too. So it's you know what I'm saying? Like I thought Regis Prograis was gonna put more of a dog fight on Devin, and Devin, he cleaned him up easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought he was gonna clean up Ryan Garcia easy. But then he tested positive for steroids. So, you know, I didn't respect it. You know what I mean? And then he beat Jose. A lot of people say he ran, but he beat Jose easy. So, like I say, Devin got the ability to beat him. I just want to see how he takes Brian Norman's shot, because Brian Norman, he seems strong. You know, me and Giovanni Santalene, who Brian Norman took the title from.
Okay, Santillan.
Yeah. We got the same cut man. He trains out of San Diego. I train out of San Diego.
Okay.
Like G is my guy. You know what I'm saying? I think he's on the split T as well.
Man, that damn cut man caught hell trying to stop a leak though. That was a whole damn faucet leak in that fight. He said, "I work on cuts, not damn potholes."
You know what I'm saying? And Brian Norman strong, and then he turned around with a. I feel like I should win knockout of the year, but Brian Norman probably gonna get it.
He knocked 6 weeks out of that man, man, out of Sensaki.
You know what I'm saying?
How much memory you knock out a big boy? Because they said that man was looking to sign a contract. They said, "Bro, you already fought."
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like mine 30 seconds, first round.
The way you did it, bro. And I tell everybody, I said that's how the shorter man is supposed to then hunt the bigger man. Play his chest. Yeah. Therefore, anything he swing at is gonna be swinging in the air. You right there in your well, you know what I'm saying? Put your head down, put your head in his chest and go for it. You boom, coming over the top. Same way that Joseph Parker did in the Wilder fight. He played his chest pretty much that whole fight. He said, this guy's not throwing a lot of punches. You didn't even give your opponent the opportunity to find out if he had a high output or not. You know what I'm saying? He threw them lazy jabs, and you said, no, that's what you're gonna do. They're gonna fall off the edge of the table. I'm coming over the top.
That's so real, KG, bro. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And you knocked out a killer, because that guy had like 17 knockouts in 18 fights.
Yeah, and then he was like 6'9", 270.
That's what I'm saying.
And if y'all watch, you know, ESPN basketball, you know, the African girl, what's her name? Kunagwe. What's her name? Cheney. She one of the. That's his wife, bro. That's his wife. You know, wow. Glenn Johnson, former world champion, is his trainer. So, you know, they did a whole little commercial. He was talking trash to me on Instagram.
Oh man!
Wow. Oh man, he was talking about bring a body bag, and
they brought one. Yeah, they brought one.
I said, but I'm putting you to sleep. Wow. He was 6'9", 270. You know, and the only person he had lost to was Arslanbek Makhmudov.
Okay.
He didn't take him out like that. So mine was
more devastating.
I
didn't know he was talking like that before the fight.
Oh man.
Jesus
Christ. He was on Instagram talking about bring a body bag. I said, I'm putting you to sleep. He said, you don't even believe that. I know you don't even believe that. I'm like,
so that's see for me, when you tell me this, I know Brian Norman got a sick knockout. I have to put yours number one just because of the backstory. KG. Am I wrong for saying that? Because the guy was talking crazy.
Talking real crazy. And doing running ads and stuff.
And then it was 1 round and 30 seconds, and it was nasty. It was nasty.
Wow.
It was nasty. I met Sugar Ray Leonard that night. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy because we fought in Landover, Maryland. You know, that's where. So it was beautiful, man. And I just can't wait to do that again, man. You know, they interviewed me after the fight. You know, they made it feel like they made me feel like I was going to be in something significant by the end of the year. You know, so
you got to play these people the same way you got these jobs. You got to call them up like, hey, man, y'all got work today. Y'all got work today. Y'all got work today. Y'all got work today. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing?
Look, man, I bother them so much. They ain't answering the phone now.
Oh,
like,
damn.
It's like they ain't answering the phone. It's like it's like the rhetoric to me now is like, it's like, dang, like y'all annoyed. Like I ain't doing nothing but trying to eat, and like we all ain't like y'all work for me. Like that 15% that you gonna get from when I fight, like let it try to be like something real deal significant to where we all eating.
Yeah, they ain't about no bread for real because look, Tom, hold on. They ain't about no bread for real because 15%. If I get you 100 bands and 15% of that, if I get you 25,000 and 15% of that, I'm like, bro, anything beat a blank. So I'm gonna get something out of you. I'm gonna get something out of you. Yeah, I'm gonna get something out of you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna damn just like, no. Why would I put them on the shelf and I know I can pay 15%? That's money right there. That's money right there for me. Put this man to work. Put this man to work, man.
That's why I don't understand how a lot of these management companies work and move. I don't get it. When I hear these stories, I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me. You know, I mean,
and then if I gotta sit on like if y'all don't want to do nothing for me, ultimately it's like why hold on to me? It's like why want to be in business with me? Like
why age me out?
Yeah, like why age me out? Like y'all can let me go and go somewhere else, and because they took away my 20s.
Yeah.
Like I ain't going through this in my 20s. I turned pro at 21.
Yeah. 13 years in the game. 12, 13 years. It's only 23 fights, right? You're 21-2.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Damn.
You know, guys are getting fights 3 times a year, and especially in the beginning of their career. Now it's like you're averaging 1 fight a year the last few years.
Sad. Man, well, we're gonna get this, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this out here because like after this show, I usually clip up all the shows. So it's gonna be clips them running rampant for a good little minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it hits the right damn avenue and we get something to shake, man. You know what I'm saying? We can get something to shake.
Thank y'all, bro. And I'm ready to knock out whoever that they put in front of me. I'm ready to knock out these known boys, these like let's get it. Like it's a lot of heavyweights out there. So it's a lot of them out there, you know. But it makes sense that they not just picking me out of the bunch to just
and look, everybody that you got that's in boxing, far as like the heavyweights, like the relationship, the guys that you got that's in, you know what I'm saying, the guys you got a serious rapport with, when you find out they got fights, hey man, see if them people that slip me in on the prelims, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't need another heavyweight.
Yeah.
Because that's the type of person I am, man. I'm gonna call you if you know somebody, let me know. If you don't know, who, you know what I'm saying, who can you point me in a direction to? Because I'm like, bro, you got a card coming up. You about to fight, and I ain't trying to shit on you or nothing, but at the same time, do they need another heavyweight? I'm available.
Man, that's so real, bro. That's so real, bro. Like, you know.
I'm available. You get what I'm saying? So, like, how do we work this? I ain't looking for the homie hookup because I'm actually going to work when I get here. You know what I'm saying? So,
I still got to go in there and do my thing.
Yeah. I ain't going to, and like I said, I don't look out for nobody, for no job positions if I know you're going to go in there and jerk me. You know what I'm saying? If you going to go in there and do some silly shit, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to refer you for the job. But this man is damn, you know what I'm saying, 21 fights, 22 there. You said it's 21 and two losses. Yeah. And I got a devastating damn knockout damn ratio. This man coming to work. I'm going to put him to work. And like I said, the way you explain the 2 losses, how they were short notice. The training camp, the lack of training camps.
Yeah.
Me not even getting prepared for a certain fight. I'm getting totally prepared for somebody totally, you know what I'm saying, different. So it's just, come on now, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
all that shit is fancy, bro. Like
but
I took my losses with circumstances behind it.
yeah, so like I said, utilize your networking, you know what I'm saying, system that you got, whether it's management, promotional companies, fighters, don't even matter the weight class. Hey man, they don't need another heavyweight. Candidly, like I said, that I'm not gonna walk into somewhere and I know I you know what I'm saying, possess a certain skill set and walk back out and go home. No, I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna make sure I'm talking to people. I gotta because like me and Thomas, we do media. You know what I'm saying? So when we pull up to these fights, we can use these credentials and go in there and be quiet. But we ain't gonna get nothing. How do you get anything? How does the fighters get exposures through our damn platform? And how do we you know what I'm saying, further ourselves in the game? You gotta say something. So like I said, bro, I don't know. Like I said, it ain't the damn promotion company, any management. Is you. We got to get you saying something. And like I said, I don't know what's being said, and you got to put your foot on somebody's neck and say, hey, man, because y'all playing with me too much. Because obviously y'all ain't trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Because we can get paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is America. The UK that took over the UK heavyweight division and took over boxing again. Yeah. They took it over when the Klitschko's was damn good. Now they took this shit over again. Can I be Captain America?
Yeah.
Can I be Captain America?
Yeah. I mean, it's not the most credible source and credible rankings, but they have you as a top 5 American heavyweight.
That's what I'm saying.
And they have you number 5. You want to know who number 4 is?
Jordan?
No.
Who?
Franklin.
See?
Jermaine Franklin.
And that's
Jermaine Franklin.
And he just fought on the Riyadh card.
Mm-hmm.
He just fought on Riyadh. He just fought on Canelo Crawford card.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like why we ain't fighting? We had a contract to fight. Why we not fighting?
You might have to call him, start pressing them. Like I said, we're in the social media era. You might have to start calling these guys, man. Like, man, what's up, man?
Jermaine Franklin know I'll knock him the fuck out. All of them dudes, man. That's why they don't want to fight me.
Yeah.
Like real, bro. Like
you gotta you gotta get at them. Like I said, if that's the case, baby, you know what I'm saying, I gotta start pressing y'all. I gotta walk up and start taking y'all damn lunch out your hand.
Listen, all that pussy ass shit, I ain't got time for that shit.
No.
Like, let's go ahead and make a fight.
Yeah.
Y'all fuckers in boxing. Let's go ahead and make a fight and fuck the bullshit.
Yeah.
Period. That's where I'm
at.
at.
Supposed to be. Absolutely.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in the ear of whoever I gotta get in the ear of, and I'm gonna put your name in their ear. And I think everybody in the chat, and if you know people that know people that know people, you gotta do the same thing. I'm supposed to call and speak to Cornflake Lamana tomorrow. I'm gonna put it in his ear.
I do, man. I do, and it'd be a lot of it's managers from the UK hitting me up. You know, they man, it's a whole bunch of other managers from America that hit me up. You know, but they know I'm contractually still signed, so they really can't say nothing and really do nothing for me because you know that they don't want to get sued. You know.
Well, look, when you hear news, then you need to relay that to your damn management and say, "Hey, I'm hearing such and such fighters available." Oh, I ain't heard nothing about that. And man, I just think they're available. I think you might want to go there and put your ear to the street and find out more about it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you got to damn play third party yourself and patch them through.
And I hit them up about putting me like this guys is like I'm like, what about with this fighter? He doesn't want to fight you. I'm like, well, Egas Kilmer's got a heavyweight. He fought on Fury Usyk too. Ukrainian. He got the WBC international title. I said, what about fighting him?
No, stop talking to me like that. Use your man voice, man. Stop talking to me like that. I don't want to damn dance around shit.
Yeah,
get me that fight. You work for me, right? Get me that fight. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't like you got a relationship with Kilmus, don't you? Like my manager used to have Teofimo Lopez. Like Teofimo Lopez won his world, became champion by beating Lomachenko, who's also represented by Kilmus. Like these Ukrainians are all managed by this one guy. Fighter beat one of his guys before, so y'all know each other. Like let's make a heavyweight fight between us.
Yeah.
Sad.
Damn.
But man, hey, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. I really do appreciate you, bro. And this was a much needed Tales from the B-side. Much needed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was listening, bro, tell a friend to tell a friend. You already know what this is, man. This old school, man. Go pull up on somebody and say, hey, man, I got a guy.
Yeah, seriously.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he ain't ready. He ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's willing to damn fight with minimum scraps based off of his damn, you know what I'm saying, training. He's gonna keep doing it the way he was doing it anyway. He's showing up hungry regardless. So that's that like I said, that's the whole focal point right there. Somebody should want to fight you knowing based off of if they listen to this show and they hear, bro, he has inadequate training. I'll fight him.
Jump on me.
Yeah, jump right on him. You know what I'm saying? Jump right on him.
Come think it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's food. Come on. Come eat.
Come find out. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it, bro. But if that's not what they're doing, like I said, we got to reach to them at the proper channels and avenues of everybody that you know, man. And like I said, that's what we're gonna do on our end, the best that we can possibly do. Because like I said, I would love to see you in the ring. If we can make it happen in December, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But January, February, get you going, you know what I'm saying, coming into the new year and make sure 2026 is a prosperous year for the damn Shaw family. You know what I'm saying?
They honor their contract, multiple fights a year.
Yeah.
We need 3 to 4 fights next year.
Man,
2026.
You know, and then I appreciate you, brothers, and I God bless y'all, man, for that, man, because that's exactly where I'm at, man, and that's what it should be.
Yeah,
man.
Sorry, man.
Appreciate you, man, for real.
Man.
Don't be surprised if I reach back out to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna bring you back. Because it's good. As soon as your ass get a fight, don't be surprised. I'm gonna be back in your damn DMs like, hey man, where the fuck you at? You know what I'm saying?
I come right back and talk that shit with y'all, man. I love it, man.
Man, appreciate you, man. Till next time, bro.
Yeah.
Next time, y'all.
Thomas.
Wow.
Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Man, I only had to ask it. The people will tell you. This was a good one, man.
This is really good, and at the same time,
yeah, it was heartbreaking. It was
sad. It's heartbreaking, man, and it's not cool. And I know every episode we do, we hear these stories, and like this is, I mean, this guy's in his prime. I mean, and he's getting up there in age. He's about, I think he's like 33, and 23 fights, and you know, he's got a contract. They're not honoring the contract. You know, multi-fights. He's supposed to have multi-fights a year. He fought in April. It's sad, bro. And you know, and I'm tired of hearing these stories. You know, and you know, these fighters, they put their life on the line, and they're just trying to eat and survive like we do every day when we go to work. This is their job, and you know, all they want is the opportunity to get fights and to be active. And you know, and guys are not doing their jobs. And the suits that get paid, the percentages of their purses are not doing their jobs. And you know, and it's just not right. It's just, you know,
like I said,
it's not right, man.
Like I said, I don't know who his management is, and if they happen to hear this episode, I'm not intentionally kicking you, but at the same time, it's what's being said in these rooms, and I know managers in boxing, managers period, they don't walk out without something. You know what I'm saying? It might not be exactly what they want or what they're looking for, but they don't walk out of any room empty-handed. You can't do that. Like I said, you have people's damn livelihoods in their hands. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the management's pockets aren't deep to facilitate the fighter to help them out in between fights. And you shouldn't want to have to do that. You should be damn, you know what I'm saying, out here campaigning for your fighters, putting these guys and keeping them active, especially if they look, 3 first-round knockouts. He ain't taking no damage. Keep him rolling. Keep him active. You know what I'm saying? Sell this man as the way damn Eddie Hearn sells all his fighters as soon as he puts his hand on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? That's
why I said what I said earlier, when I said I would start off with the top heavyweight in the United States. Let's build, you know, because that sounds appealing. Like, yeah, this is our top American, and then build them up, fight another top American, and then now let's go on to like being a contender for that title. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like it's not rocket science. I'm not a promoter. I'm not a manager. I mean, I like to think I promote a little bit by having these guys on, and we talk boxing on here and build the fighters up. But come on, man, this, you know, that's the first thing they should be doing. He's a top five guy in America. You know, build it like that. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's not doing their job. That's the way I look at it.
Somebody's dropping the ball because Jermaine Franklin. I like Jermaine Franklin, but he's not a Stephan Big Shot Shaw. I'll be straight up. He's not a Stephan Big Shot Shaw. And like I said, I don't know if it's his management or they just see higher favor in him.
Yeah.
However you want to spin it. You know what I'm saying? I have no clue. You know what I'm saying? But
I'll go back on that year that I said. I think that that first fight of COVID, that does sound a little bit crazy. It does sound like he may have pulled out because you know, I know COVID was going on, but why? So that does sound to me. I tend to believe Shaw on this one. But I tend to believe that.
But look, right, wrong, or indifferent. Why didn't anybody revisit that?
Yeah.
Why wasn't that fight? You know what I'm saying? Put into another position or onto another card. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't we get the quote unquote American eliminator that would have catapulted a UK damn, you know what I'm saying, demolition that we probably could have potentially had.
Yeah.
Instead of sending an out of shape Jermaine Franklin over there. Like I said, I don't know.
Say Kakano's in the chat. He's saying it's not his management. He could tell us that much. So I mean, is it Pro Box, the promotion? They're the ones that have the contract with him. You know,
yeah, he's under contract. Multi-fight deal, and you know what I'm saying. Management is coming back. Well, I don't know. No, bro, no, man. Go in and talk with your damn chest.
Yeah.
Something like I said, something like I said. We shouldn't be at the end of this year about to go into November, end of the year, and you've only had one fight for a 3-fight. You know what I'm saying, contract. So like I said, the conversations that are being had, like I said, I got guys that's on the shelf. Me as a man, if I'm a management, I'm like, I can't keep facilitating it. Hey, bro, something has to shake. We got to give this man something.
Yeah.
Something, like I said, because if we ain't giving him the 3 fights, like if we hit the 365, whether they operate on the fiscal year system or the actual 365 system, would they be in a breach of contract? Because they didn't present. I'm mad I didn't ask him that when he was here. You know what I'm saying? Would they be a breach of contract? Not, you know what I'm saying, giving him the 3 fights inside the year. Would the year be April? Would it be April of next year? And if they don't fulfill those 3 fights by then, would that be a breach of contract? And would we have to revisit something and renegotiate something or get the hell up out of Dodge?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, and I'm mad I thought about it now, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he might not have had that information for us.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Think about that. Y'all were supposed to give me 3 fights. Y'all in a breach of contract. Somewhere in that contract it says y'all is guaranteed. Where these 3 fights at? Is it inside? Is it? Does the year start after that first fight? Does it have date? Is that day 1? Or however? Like I said, I don't know the particulars when it comes to that. But if it's day 1 from that fight, we're going into November. We're in November.
Yeah.
Where are the other 2 fights? So like that's a breach. Somebody owes me something. Yeah. So it's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the necessities for Tales from the B-side. Hearing that side, like I said, I heard Stephan Shaw on IG because I follow him. I've been following him for years. Mm-hmm. And I seen the story, and I had already reached out to him before he had started posting those stories. And when I heard him saying this stuff, I was like, damn. So I reached out to him again, and then he got back to me. You know what I'm saying? And then I said, bro, let's go ahead and go talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I said, because I see that too much. It's too common. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing professional boxers. They can't damn have the time to, you know what I'm saying, really damn get in the gym and they're gonna get their craft together, polish their craft, be prepared, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, being prepared is majority of the damn the game. How prepared am I?
Yeah.
Do I have to take everything on short notice? Do I have to go to the recreational gym and train, you know what I'm saying, amongst them novice? You know what I'm saying?
That's why, I mean, the fighters are that can't get fights. They end up doing, you know, their own, they start, charging people and start training fighters or training people and, working out and with people and stuff. I mean, trying to make do. It's hard. Getting a 9 to 5 when you shouldn't have to get a 9 to 5 when you should be, getting consistent fights. Then they got to, let's say he gets a fight. Now he can't do the 9 to 5 because he's got to take time out to train, right? He's got to prepare like at least a month and a half or 4 to 6 weeks of camp. So you can't work. You know what I'm saying? You got to focus on your fight. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's why these fighters got to be active, and that's all he's asking for. He's asking for them to honor the contract and be active.
And look, ideally, if financially your bills are taken care of, I ain't gonna say taken care of, but you're not damn behind on anything. You make $100,000 for a fight. You pay everybody you're supposed to pay, whatever you have left over. If you have that business mind, you want to invest some of that because you don't know when your next fight is going to be. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of want to, but if you ain't in that position, then you sitting there pretty much projecting what your bills and expenditures are going to have to be for the next 3 months. Hoping
it's hard. It's not a lot of money.
It's not.
When you're talking $100,000, you're taking away 15, right, for whatever fee. Then you got the fees. You got to pay your team a little something too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, let's say you walk away with half of that. Is that suffice for the whole year? I mean, for some people it may be, but then again, now you got your next fight, and you got a training camp, and you got to put out money and stuff like that. It's just it's not easy, man. So $100,000 may sound like a good amount, but it really isn't.
As an adult children, that's not a lot of money.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's not.
It's tough. And then I didn't even get to what area you're from and where you live at. $100,000 in New York City is. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, and I'm in the fucking Bronx. So you know what I mean? So
yep.
But
and you ain't got nothing else coming in? Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to acknowledge the chat. We see y'all.
Yeah, really do appreciate y'all.
When we do this, we focus on what's going on, but I see y'all and salute to y'all. Thanks for coming through. Really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Share the video to get the word out, to help Big Shot Shaw and and any fighter that we have on. You know what I'm saying? Especially, obviously the active fighters that we have on. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's it. That's all I got, KG, and
that's all you got. That's all you got.
My Hawks beat your Cardinals, so
that's fine. Like I said, like I said, you celebrate that silly shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna celebrate not telling the damn chat who our next guest is gonna be, and y'all just there keep your ears to the street for any conversations that we may be having, any tales from the B-sides that we may be talking about, any fight previews. You know what I'm saying, my boy TWR. You know what I'm saying, the mad scientist, Odd Fella, and Queen Shawala. Yeah. Shower. I don't care. I ain't saying all of that. I'm not saying all of that. You know what I'm saying? Queen Shower. You know what I'm saying? Check the fight previews. Any randoms, because I'm gonna start doing randoms this month. I got a few randoms that I'm thinking about doing, and I got fighters coming on, and they're gonna give me their takes and breakdowns of the Benavidez Yard fight and Devin Haney and Brian Norman fight that's coming up. We have a big card coming up November 22nd, and I'm just looking to get takes from professional fighters to see, you know what I'm saying, what they say. And you see I had to paint Stephan to the corner and say, hey, bro, who is winning? I hate y'all guys that want to dance around and say, well, this guy does this and that guy does that. No, who got winning? You know what I'm saying? Move along. But like I said, I was willing to bring him back just to get that tape if he wanted to reserve his damn statement. But at the same time, I had to I need to know. And any fighter that come over here, I'm going to ask y'all the same question because I need to know. And I'm going to clip it all up so y'all going to see yourselves again the week of the fight, man. So it's all in good fun. You know what I'm saying? Thomas over there laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Is your wife in the room or something?
Because the first time we did it, we had like two people or two fighters that didn't want to give an answer.
Yeah. And the thing about it, Keith Cologne, I love you, champ. But the next time you do some shit like that, I'm pressing you. You get pressed. You're going to get pressed. And who else was the other person that called the draw?
Randall Bailey.
Yeah, Randall Bailey. You know better. You know better. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
You know he's going to give the same excuse. Like,
yeah. See,
I have to be the first first two rounds to let you know who's gonna win. Okay.
Yeah, nah, you gonna let me know before you gonna have a premonition about those first 2 rounds, and then you gonna tell me. That's what you gonna do, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No, but oh man.
Hopefully Tuesday I could get something for you and hook that up, but well, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but yeah,
we'll see, man. We'll work it out. Tomorrow, my daughter has her flag football championship game.
Oh, they rescheduled it. They rescheduled.
Okay,
yeah.
Right. They got referees. Everybody's in.
Now.
Yeah,
right.
everybody's sewn up, man. So she's gonna go out there. She's going out there to go do work, and I'm gonna be there to support her. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Tuesday is Veterans Day, so I don't have work. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we might be able to see what's up, or I might be outside enjoying the free veteran festivities, even though it's the same bullshit they give us every year.
So you're going to the ship, right? We're going to the ship. Can I play it? We're going to the ship. Oh, I gotta play it. I gotta do it.
We're going to the ship. We're going to the ship.
I gotta do it. We're going to the ship. Let's go.
I appreciate it, man.
We're gonna take the chip tomorrow, baby. Let's do it. I have to do it.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man, because that's a sentimental movie right there, man. It really is, man. Classic. Hey, man, this has been another good one. You know what I'm saying? I'm KG, and that's my boy Tommy from the Bronx over there, man. And this is Tales from the B-Side, man. Until next time. Peace.
Y'all get an opportunity at the belt, but once again, we so blessed to fight him.
We're giving you an opportunity.
He got the belt. He got the belt.
He came to y'all.
He got the belt. He did not come to. That's what you say. He did not come.
No matter how they try to belittle you, attack your character, create lies and false narratives, understand 2 things. We dress clean and we fight clean. Salute to the clean fighters.
They claim that this community is so drug-free, but it don't look that way to me.
And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Like usual suspect, kid.